Hey everyone, it's Vinny. Welcome back to Best Bets. Last weekend we were about a length away from going 4 for 4 on the weekend. We ended with 3 top pick winners and a tough second from Cagliostro, who ended up going off at 8 to 1 and just couldn't hold on there. I think he'll still have a big year. One definitely to add to your stable, in my opinion. But this weekend we are at Saratoga for Belmont weekend. 4 days of fun. I'm going over Saturday and Sunday. So let's get into it. Saturday's card looks great, and I'm just going to start with one of my favorite races of the year. It's race 10 on this year's card. It's the Met Mile. Only a field of 6 running out of the chute for this year's running. But the number 4 Blazing Sevens, I think, not only has a ton of value, but just makes a lot of sense in this spot. He's 8 to 1 on the morning line, and his 4-year-old debut is exactly what you wanted to see. For him taking a step forward. He looked really good in that effort. He gets his rematch today against National Treasure, who nosed him out last year in the Preakness. And with the possibility of the track being a little wet this weekend, I think he will like it based on his pedigree. Something that I'm not 100% sure a couple of the others will really like. So I think that elevates him even more. And the two favorites in here, Barrio and National Treasure, both making their first start since being overseas, where neither ran well. Not huge on taking some of these shorter price horses in their first start since being overseas, especially when they're the American horses. You know, when the Euro ship, it's different. But sometimes these American horses, even though I know Barrio and National Treasure are both very good, and it wouldn't surprise me if either one here, if they're going to lose, this is going to be the spot, in my opinion. I think later on in the year, as long as they both stay healthy, they're both going to kind of get back in the form. I'm going to kind of hope they both need a race here. And at 8 to 1, I think Blazing Sevens is just way too much value here to pass up. So he's going to be my top pick here. There's only 6 horses. I'm going to play him to win. Depending on the prices, I might key National Treasure and Barrio underneath him, but I'm really just looking to play him to win and hoping I get at least 6 to 1 on him. Race 11 on Saturday is the Grade 1 Manhattan, going a mile and 3/16 on the turf, and I've been waiting all year for Appleby to send Buick over, and this weekend he is, which is exciting. They have a good amount of runners together over the 4 days. But this one in race 11 on Saturday, the number 9 Measured Time, in my opinion, just looks like a standout here. He's run against stronger horses. He's won against stronger horses. And with Buick here, I think this is his race to lose. There are a couple other very good horses in this spot, so I'm going to key him on top in a trifecta and in second in a trifecta. The first horse I'm going to key him with is El Rafa for Joseph O'Brien. Another European shipper. Doesn't look as strong as Measured Time, but this horse is 5 for 6 lifetime, finishing in the top 2. He did win a grade 1 as a 2-year-old, and then in his debut this year, he just missed in a grade 1 in France. He gets a huge weight break, though, and I know a lot of people don't really look at the weights. But with these Europeans, sometimes it makes a huge difference. In his 6 career starts, he's never carried anything less than 128 pounds. He only gets to carry 118 today, and he's 6 to 1. And I already think he's better than most of the Americans in this race. He should have value. I can't imagine he goes off second choice or anything. So I think we're going to get around this 6 to 1 price on him. I think he just makes sense, especially for exotic wagers. I think he'll run big. The second horse I am going to key with Measured Time is the number 5 Program Trading for Chad Brown. This is the only Chad Brown runner I want in here. I know usually I say use them both if Chad's got 2. I think I'm very busy, needs Lasix, and I think it was very clear last time he needs Lasix. He doesn't get Lasix today. I want no part of him. So Program Trading, though, looks very strong. He's beaten a couple Appleby horses already, including Naval Power last time out at Churchill and Silver Knot, who just won a couple weekends back. I just think he's too good to ignore, especially for exotic wagers. I can see trying to beat him on top because there's a chance he's the favorite here. He's the favorite in the morning line. I think him in measured time will flip by post time. But especially for trifectas and exactas, I think he's too tough to ignore. I wouldn't toss him completely. The next horse I'm going to use in this trifecta key is the number 7 Nation's Pride, the other Appleby horse. He loves this distance. He's 6 for 8 lifetime at the distance. He's got a career win here at Saratoga. I know I'm not been a huge fan of the Tory this year, but I just think this horse is better than half the field. So it wouldn't shock me if this horse could get up. He should improve second off the layoff as well, and you're going to get probably the best price on him that you've ever gotten on him over here. He's 9-2 on the morning line. He's going to drift up in my opinion. I think he'll probably be about 5 or 6 to 1. And the last horse here that I'm going to use in this key is the number 8 Far Bridge. He's 10 to 1 on the morning line. He's only missed the money one time, which was last time out where he finished 5th to program trading by 4 lengths, but he gets a little bit longer of a distance today in just the price. I think the price on him is too good to ignore. He's one of those horses that can make this thing pay a little bit for, being 10 or 12 to 1 when he really shouldn't be, in my opinion. So I'm going to use him. So this trifecta ticket, the one with measured time on top, is going to be 9 over 5, 6, 7, 8 over 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to key him in second, 5, 6, 7, 8 over the 9 over 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm keying this bet around measured time and the fact that I think measured time is just the standout in this race. Looking at Sunday's card, and race number 6 on Sunday is the Commentator Stakes, going 1 mile and an eighth on the dirt, and I like the number 5 Donegal Surge is stretching out here for Todd Pletcher. His pedigree has always said that this horse wants at least a mile, in my opinion, and wants to go 2 turns. He is stretching out from 6 furlongs to 1 mile and an eighth, which is no easy task. It doesn't matter how good you are. That is a tough ask. But Irad gets the mount, which is always a good sign, and he has tactical speed here. So I don't think I think he's going to be either right on the pace or slightly off it. I think as long as this horse can get the distance, I think he will be there late. I don't think this field is anything super crazy. I'm hoping he's going to be like 4 or 5 to 1 here. He might get bet down a little bit because of Irad, but I don't think he'll be like 2 to 1 or anything. I think we're at least going to get 7 to 2, 4 to 1 on him. So I think he's worth it. Just not a huge fan of the rest of the field. In his effort 2 back at 7 furlongs, if he can run that race going 1 mile and an eighth, he will win here. This field is not capable of running a race like that, in my opinion. That's a winning race against this bunch. Race number 12 on Sunday is the Kingston Stakes, and the number 1 Sphere to St. Louis for Chad Brown. I don't know why this horse just always seems to get the rail, but he does here again today. He's 6 for 8 lifetime with 2 seconds, and I just think this horse is still going good, while others in here have kind of regressed. And between him, I think just still being very good, and the ground-saving trip he should get from the rail, and being a horse that wants to be on this pace, I think he just looks ultra tough here. I just really think this is a possibility to end the day with a single and move on. I know it's at first glance, it looks like a race where I think a lot of people are going to spread. I think you spread early and you try to just key this horse. I'm going to just play him to win. If we get 5 to 2, 3 to 1 on him, I will be very excited because I think Spirit of St. Louis is just still going good. If you're at Saratoga this weekend, look for me. I'm usually in the backyard, somewhere near the paddock bar. Aaron and Jared are going to be there Friday and Saturday, so look for them as well. The Dude's Betting Bible is out for Belmont Day. If you haven't picked it up already, I recommend doing so. Has all the dudes' wagers for Belmont Day, but it also has my top 4. It's got Dr. Miranda's top 4. It's got Mike Somich's top 4. So if you're looking for some good picks, give us a shot here. Best of luck if you are playing Saratoga this weekend, and I will see you next time.